Right lads, hello and welcome back to the Joe Hall YouTube channel, where today, as you can probably tell by the title, we have a lot to talk about. But before we get into all of this, I'm going to pop up a little statistic here for you. Over 60% of you watching this video aren't subscribed. Get subscribed and hit the like button, leave some comments down below. But like I said, as you can see from the title, we need to do some responding. But before we get into that, we have a few more things to talk about. This video is a part of a series I do every Monday called This Week in Football, where we talk about everything that's happened the last 7 days in football. So if you're looking for what the title says, just wait a bit. You'll get there eventually. Or just skip a bit and you'll probably find it somewhere. First thing I want to talk about is the team I support, Birmingham City. Obviously, our last match didn't go too well, 2-1 loss to Reading. Not ideal, really not ideal at all. I was at the match. If you want to go and see my live reactions and match day vlog, it's the video before this one on the channel. Go check that out. But yeah, I don't think we deserved that win. To be fair, I think we were harshly done by the referee, but it's EFL for you. Referees are dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Next, another story I want to talk about, our arch rivals, Aston Villa. They finally sacked Dean Smith. 5 losses in a row just wasn't good enough to have sacked him. They haven't yet appointed someone as manager. Who will they appoint? We'll have to wait and see. Personally, I think it was the right decision. I do think Dean Smith would have got them relegated. I don't think he knew what to do without Grealish, to be honest. We've seen him struggle since the start of the season. No, the team just hasn't been performing. I think when you see a new manager come in, a good tactical manager who knows how to work with them players, you'll see a huge difference. I don't want that to be the case. I want them to get relegated because, banter. But, I think they needed a new manager. Dean Smith wasn't going to progress him, was he? Also, this week, we saw Liverpool's unbeaten run come to an end at the hands of West Ham. Honestly, I don't think either team played well. But, there was going to be a winner. It turned out to be West Ham. Alisson at fault for probably all 3 goals, to be honest. First one, he just, again, he punched in his own net. What can you say? Second goal, again, people were saying it should have been a routine save for him. Fair, you could argue that. And third one, again, he wasn't paying attention to that back post. So I think it shows now there are cracks in this Liverpool team that teams can exploit. Everton drew at Tottenham. Kieran Rant's crying himself to sleep. Nah, I feel for Kieran. It's hard time to be an Everton fan, but hard time to be a Blues fan. We'll relate to him on that level. And up next, what you've been waiting for, what the title says, responding to MINIMINTER. So let's talk about it. If you don't know, MINIMINTER and Randolph have a podcast called the What's Good podcast, but they had a man on called Maverick and Wolfie, but Wolfie's not really relevant to this. No offence, Wolfie, I'm sure you're a lovely lad, but you're just not relevant to this part of it. Now, in this podcast, they spoke about the Content Creators Cup, which obviously I had the pleasure of playing in, and I also had the pleasure of winning, as you can see by the gold medal. Maverick, on the other hand, did not have that pleasure. He unfortunately took the L at the Content Creators Cup. Now, in this match, there was obviously a lot of controversies, people moaning at the referee, but again, you don't lose 8-3 by having a poor referee. That's it. Hashtag Alfie was the referee, if you don't know. Any of the controversies with, Halal Ham getting red carded, but that issue's all resolved now, They still played with 11 men after that, and it was sound. They might not have had any subs, but that's on Team YouTube. If your players don't rock up, that's on you lot at that point. Every single player bar one, which was Cal the Dragon, rocks up for Team TikTok. I think Team YouTube they had 3 injuries, to be fair. And then on the day, 2 or 3 just didn't turn up. Yeah, so they talked about all of this and that, and they talked about our charity matches becoming oversaturated. I don't think they are. I enjoy playing in them. If anyone else has got a charity match, I'll play in it. But yeah, they also talked about, MINIMINTER and Randolph, talking about how they didn't get invited down. I'd love to see him at the next match, because I'll better be playing at the next match. If I could play across from MINIMINTER, that'd be great. And Randolph, I love Randolph too, lovely lad. It is mad though, because like Maverick said on the podcast, with MINIMINTER and that, they said it's mad, because again, I went up to Maverick and that and had a little conversation. I'm sure he probably doesn't even remember that, I watched you when I was younger growing up. And he was saying with a lot of that, Reeve, Halal Ham, Maverick, even George Mason, I was watching his videos for a while. Not to mention all the Squad Builder Showdown boys, it's James and all that. I've watched all these lads growing up. I had to share a picture of them, it's so mad. And I think, Maverick said, he didn't realise that. You don't realise, these lads that are on the picture of you, he just sees it as, a bunch of lads there big on this platform. we're all like young lads, like most of us between the ages of like 16 to like 23, most of us. So we grew up watching them. But yeah, so a bit of a clickbaity title responding to Mini-Minter, but I just wanted to talk about him talking about the match, and it shows how big these events are getting now and how like honoured I am to know that these big YouTubers have watched me play football. It just seems mental. And you know, to have this event that was put on by quite a few good mates of mine be spoken about by these big YouTubers is just so insane. I had to talk about it and respond to Mini-Minter, you know, clickbait, but it is what it is. Yeah, if Mini-Minter and Randolph play the next match, that'd be great. I'd love to get to meet them. You know, it was a pleasure to meet everyone I met at this match. Tell you what, Mini-Minter at the next match, I'm coming for you. I'm not. I'm not. Let's be honest, I'm pushing 5'10", he's about 6'3", it's not going to end well for me, is it? But lads, that is going to do it for today's video. You got a double upload, I upload yesterday and upload today. That's new from me, it's usually weekly uploads. I'm so inconsistent with posting. I'm meant to be posting 3 times a week. It just ain't happening, is it? I am going to try and post more because I'm really enjoying this YouTube stuff at the minute. But like I said, lads, that's going to do it from me. Don't forget, leave a like and subscribe. We're on the road to 2K subscribers, like I said. I want to get there before Christmas. That leaves us long enough. We've got just over a month to get just about 150 subscribers. We can do it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.